What's good? We got NL East talk, we got NL wildcard talk, we got NFL talk, but we're starting off with Aaron Judge, 61st home run. It was beautiful to watch it happen. The coolest part about this is no controversy at all over who caught the ball. Some poor bastard missed by about 6 inches, would have had a nice early retirement or an extra retirement fund. He missed, sucks for him. Aaron Judge's mom gets the ball directly from Aaron. She was at the game. Awesome for him. It is the greatest walk season we will ever see. He still has 7 games to add on to it and a playoff run. The one thing people got to stop doing with this season for Judge, because it's a special season. He is having an incredible year. It's the best time you could ever ask for an athlete to have his best year that he will ever do. I don't think it's possible to replicate this. Bonds had the greatest season of all time. 73 home runs. It's just absurd what he did that year. It is not fair to compare anyone else to it. I don't care about the PED allegations with him on that stretch. You don't know in the moment who's exactly doing what. We don't know 5 years, 10 years down the line, something might come out about this year. So don't worry about it. Just look at what is going on in the moment, what the rest of the league is doing, and how much better he is in it. I think Judge won the MVP award last night, and he definitely won himself an extra $100 million. But it is not a slight to say that Barry Bonds is better than this year, because Barry Bonds is the greatest year we will ever see a hitter have. But awesome moment for Judge. Congratulations. Probably going to easily hit the Yankee all-time record and AL all-time record before the year is done. Now, NL, we're actually going to start with the wild card first, because the Phillies game just ended and they lost 2-0 to the Cubs. They are in the middle of one of the biggest choke jobs of all time, and it's flying under the radar. The Brewers have to capitalize. If the Brewers didn't make those trades they made at the deadline, they didn't ruin the team chemistry, the Phillies are toast. They are nowhere near the playoffs. The Brewers are tied now. Going into tonight's game, they have a chance to pass the Phillies, which looked impossible 2 weeks ago. And now it's a very likely possibility. It's crazy. So we have 2 races. Thank the Lord. We have 2 races that really matter coming down to the end of the stretch. That is the NL wild card between the Phillies and the Brewers, who's in, who's out. And the NL East, huge night last night for the implications of that. The Mets looked like they were about to fall 1 game back, which would have been a disaster for them given the night before. And then suddenly the last couple innings flipped the script on both games. The Braves get walked off in a way that you cannot have happen. They tied the game 99 out of 100 times. When you're a great team playing a bad team this late in the year and you tie the game late, you usually take their soul and you put them away and win the game. The Braves tied it. They didn't put the Nationals away. They didn't score in the top of the 10th when they had the chance. The Nationals walked them off. On the flip side for the Mets, it looked like another September disaster against the Marlins. 4-0 in the bottom of the 7th inning. And all of a sudden, Eduardo Escobar, hearing the Mark Vientos talk, hearing the Brett Beatty talk for the past few months, hearing how he's dog crap, everything, just took it all and shoved it right in everyone's face. 3 at-bats from the 7th inning on, 2-run home run, 2-run single, walk-off single. Awesome to see. He's a great dude. The team loves him. All the players love him. He's well-respected around the league, and he killed it. Killed it for the Mets last night. He made that whole contract worth it in 1 day because he saved their season last night. It felt like everything was going straight down the gutter until he had those last 3 innings. Eduardo Escobar coming through, and it sets up a chaotic baseball weekend for the NL East, which is going to be awesome to see. And now NFL, Bengals, Dolphins, Cincinnati home. They're 3.5-point favorites. I don't understand how they are. I think worst case scenario overall tonight, Dolphins either lose by 3 or win by up to 14 points. I think the Dolphins are better. The Bengals cannot block for the quarterback. T. Higgins is playing, which is wild. T. Higgins cleared a concussion protocol. They said he hurt his toe on that play, and he didn't come back into the game for his toe. He's not listed on the injury report, so he's a full go. You know Tua is going to play. Should be a really good game. Usually the Thursday night games are sloppy, but in this case, I see both offenses taking advantage of both defenses making mistakes. There's probably going to be a couple of turnovers in the game. I would say at least 1 from each side, just because it is a Thursday game, and there will be some sloppy play. But I'm still expecting this to be like 27-24, that area. Both teams mid-20s to low 30s on the scoring. Both quarterbacks going to go off. A lot of yards, a lot of receiving touchdowns. I think we're going to have a fun game to watch, and this is a potential playoff matchup, which is always cool. But that's going to do it for me. My voice is shot. Everyone have a great night. I'll catch you tomorrow.